locations that are off the map because they're out of the dimension. But in general, she'll travel Europe and the U.S. and everything that she sees are actual legitimate things that are here now that anybody could go see.
So when our teen readers read this, what part of it are they going to identify with her?
Well, there's two parts that I think. I think in general, I've actually had a lot of male readership, which kind of caught me off guard because my audience I was thinking of in general, female, young adult.
Right, female characters.
And what I wanted to do was address insecurity in general because I taught for several years and I taught young adults, and this was a big thing, especially among the girls. And it's kind of like a roadmap. How do you gain security? How do you gain confidence? Instead of just showing you a character who has it, I show you a character who doesn't and gets it. And so you see her, she's not the same person at the end of the book as she is at the beginning, and she grows through the whole series, constantly changing. She's not a really nice person, so she's off-putting. But at the same time, I think that can make her more relatable.
Right, and it makes them more human.
Yeah.
More identifiable.
She's very real.
You can be a superhero and not necessarily be the perfect person.
Exactly.
Because not everyone is perfect, and that's a very important lesson for people to learn from a book, that sometimes perfection is overrated and that sometimes imperfection is underrated.
Yes, I agree, and it's not only overrated, it's impossible. So But yeah, so I enjoy that. But I think the thing that they'll actually like out of it is I have the male lead in here, and you know, there are so many tropes that you see in young adult, and you start to read it and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this is like it. And it's not. I put a twist on the relationship, and I had a lot more fun with and going deeper into the relationships. But he was pretty fun to work with.
So our Twilight fans who were in it for the boys, they're going to be excited for this.
Yes.
And then our Harry Potter fans like myself who are in it for
the supernatural
and things like that, they're going to get their dose of fun.
I think there's something for everything. It's a pretty wide scope of things that you can be into.
And as far as books 2 and 3, book 2 is called?
Book 2 is called The Founder.
And then book 3 is?
The Keeper.
The Keeper. So we have The Shifter, The Founder,
The Keeper,
and The Keeper.
The Archer. So there's 4 books in all.
Oh, there's another one coming? Mm-hmm. When's that one coming?
Oh, that's a really good question.
You're not
I'm working on the next one. I'm working on
the
next one. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, Chris, I appreciate you taking the time out and talking with me and everybody else here at Library Con and Fanatics and the Fan, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Tony Globus. And you know what, Keith, my son actually bought that book out at Library Con, which was actually an amazing event. But it made me think, we've got other events coming up real soon, games actually in a few months, but even more importantly, the chairman of this wonderful convention we like to know as VisionCon is with us today.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you've got some announcements to make, Mr. Brandon.
Well, I do have a very important one, but the first one is our pre-registration starting opening this weekend. So you can get online at visioncon.net and go ahead and start ordering.
What was that tickets.
Again? It was visioncon.net.
Okay.
But our big announcement is we finally got our main media guests set away and ready to go. And we are going to have a pretty recent actor come through. He was in a movie that's about 2 months from VisionCon in the past, in December. I don't know what movie you might think it is, but it has something to do with a galaxy far, far away.
What? Ooh, hello.
We have got Mr. Peter Mayhew, who is Chewbacca in Star Wars, coming in to be part of the VisionCon team.
I think I just got goosebumps.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Is that
awesome.
why he's on your shirt?
That is why he's on my shirt.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And iconic role.
Oh, yes.
Iconic role.
Yeah.
You don't really even think about Star Wars without thinking about that particular character. And I know there's actually a lot of cool stories about this last movie that I'm going to enjoy hearing. Even though I've heard them already, I'm going to enjoy hearing them again because to me they're really huge.
We all know Hawk's going to want to ask him about the gaff tape contest.
Of course.
Okay.
I love those. Okay. You like them too, but I love them.
The gaff tape contest.
Is he really tall? Like, for real?
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to stand
He's
next
not
to
even
him.
flying. He doesn't want to go on an airplane.
Really?
It's too tall for an airplane.
I can't wait to stand next to him. I'm going to look ridiculous.
Right.
So, Brandon, you and I were talking earlier. You and I both we're huge gamers, and have you seen the not only and this list is actually short of upcoming movies, but if you look at the upcoming movies, the movies that we actually already know out, such as Mission Impossible, I'm actually Hitman. I'm sorry, that's just badass looking movie. But of all of those movies and upcoming movies, what do you think is going to make the best video game?
Well, and I'm actually thinking that if we see the Punisher here in the Daredevil TV show, I would love to see a Punisher video game. I think that would be an amazing game to play, and I would love the ever-living crap out of it.
Actually, you know what? I think that'd be a great first-person shooter if you get to be the Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. They actually did make a Punisher game based off the Thomas Jane movie a while back, and it actually wasn't bad. It was actually a lot of fun.
So it was better than the movie.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I love Thomas Jane. He's a really nice guy.
I honestly, if I had to say a game that was coming out for a movie, I want Marvel just to make a good game, which they are. I mean,
did everybody else get the nuances of how he said that?
Well, the reason he said that is they've given it to Telltale.
Yeah,
and they're
Telltale is making a Marvel
amazing games right now.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to see what they do with it. It should be a lot of fun.
I want Rocksteady to do a Suicide Squad game, and then you get to play as
that actually could be
as the bad guys. That would be really fun. Is you get to do missions as potentially what we've seen in all of these Batman games. We've seen them all as villains, and then you would actually get to play them. And you would get to pick. It'd be cool. If you got to pick, who you got to play.
Well, there's rumors that they're doing a Justice League game.
Really?
There's rumors of it. Yeah, it'd be
and you can
really
pick,
sweet.
And you'll be able to pick who you are. That would be awesome.
Maybe if Rockstar did a Daredevil game just in and of itself, where it's based kind of like a GTA kind of sandbox style.
Oh man,
where you're Daredevil going around stopping crime and everything. I think that would be a lot of fun.
They should do a Nightwing game.
I think a Deadpool game would be a lot of fun, especially if you make it as crazy as Deadpool is.
If it was just a free reign game, wherever you
and all of a sudden you show up and get chimichangas, and you look into the camera and say stuff. I mean, that would just be a lot of fun.
You do know there is a Deadpool game that you can do all of those things, right?
No,
yes, there is a Deadpool game, and it is amazing. You need to check it out.
I don't know about amazing, but it was there.
If you're not looking for a great storyline game, but a game that actually plays very well to what Deadpool is from the comics, it is very well done.
It does have a lot of references, a lot of fun stuff. He does look straight at the camera and talk to it.
Really?
It's very linear, though.
Your over-the-shoulder camera can sometimes get in your way, and all of a sudden you're just falling off things, and you're having to re-teleport out somewhere because you just died.
Yeah, that's one of two games that they've done that. Deadpool's been in other games.
Yeah.
They'll talk right at the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he did it in
most of the games they actually put him in as a guest spot. His little spot is one of the most exciting things. The kids love it. They're like, I want to play Deadpool. I want to play. I've seen fights over it.
It's so funny because you should not let your kids play Deadpool.
Oh God, no!
You should take your kids to go see Deadpool when it comes out in February. They will love it. It's a very family-friendly movie, I swear.
My name is Chris.
That is not represented by the actual parents on the panel. Those of us that are on the panel that are parents, we know better.
I just watched the Red Band trailer again today.
Oh, God.
It's so good.
Just you're fantastic.
All I can say is I cannot put the Red Band trailer on my website.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because of how inappropriate it is for all kids, and the website Geeky Cool with a K is family friendly. So we can't put it there, but it is great, and it'll be a lot of fun for adults, but definitely not kids. My 14-year-old daughter will not be seeing this until she's probably 18.
And what website do you have again?
It's geekycool.com.
There
Cool
you
with a
go.
K, just like Cool in the Gang.
Wow! Did we? I think our geek level just went up a little bit.
I try to bring it.
You should always at least have one reference to Cool in the Gang every episode.
Try to get that in every conversation.
It's ladies' night.
I know.
As crazy as it sounds, that's actually the best segue for where I was going next.
The fact that it's a ladies' night?
Yeah, because earlier this month, actually last month, People Magazine's 101 Sexiest Men Alive special came out, and you would not believe exactly how many of our geeky cool actors are on it. from a lot of the shows that we're getting ready to talk about. A lot of the different stuff we're getting ready to talk about.
You mean Kevin Smith's on there?
He has lost a while of weight.
True story.
Yeah.
He looks.
I think he lost a person.
But the gentleman that's playing Deadpool is in it.
Ryan Reynolds.
Heck yeah,
Oh.
he is.
Of course.
The gentleman who in a month will be squaring off against the son of a legend in a squared circle at SummerSlam, whose new season actually should be out freaking standing, Mr. Stephen Amell.
Yep.
What?
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Big kudos to Stephen for what he's doing in the first place. I'm honored.
Oh, and just the fact that he's raised so much money for charity doing all this stuff is phenomenal. I think they said they've already raised $100,000 with this new one for SummerSlam. Like, he is making a ton of money for a ton of good causes, and it's awesome.
Although I'm a little disappointed he still won't go on American Ninja Warrior.
He wants to. No, he wants to.
Oh, did he finally? Because the first time he was asked, he said, "No, I don't want to."
He hasn't been asked.
He
was.
His
His first Comic-Con.
He wants to do it, but he said it's something that he can't do because he said, let's face it, if I was on American Ninja Warrior, I would be training to be on American Ninja Warrior. And he said with how busy his schedule is, he said no one will ever understand how much he actually has to do for Arrow. That he said there's just physically no way he could do it right now to where he could do it to win. And he
I
said
think Ben
that's the
Affleck would
only way.
understand.
Yeah.
He said that's the only way he would do it.
So, are you caught up now with Arrow
I'm caught
and
up
Flash?
with everything.
You are caught up with everything, so you are ready for what we're going to get into.
Everything.
Well, let's just get right in, and I'm going to start with you, Keith. You and I have talked about this a lot. The fall lineup, man. Let's start with the
ABC is a good place to start
let's start with the networks. ABC. You say ABC is the place to start
because you have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. third season, Agent Carter second season, Once Upon a Time the 200th season. That show will never end, and that's all I'll say on that one.
Once Upon a Time?
Hey,
Are you making fun of it?
The end of the last season for Once Upon a Time brought so much faith back.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Compared to what it had been the last
I lied. I'm not caught up on that season yet because our DVR wouldn't record everything.
Whose fault is that again?
It's not my fault.
The boyfriend.
Hulu, I think,
Oh
has
no,
everything.
it's not the boyfriend. It's not the boyfriend's fault either.
Check Hulu because I think Hulu has all the episodes.
Yeah,
if you have access.
it got ruined for me though. Like I know what the big.
Who
thing
ruined
is.
it for you?
The boyfriend.
Social media. I was gonna say social media. Like Entertainment Weekly was like, here we'll post.
Brandon,
every
what's
spoiler.
your network this fall?
I'm gonna have to say probably
AMC. Say
probably Fox
what?
Like Gotham?
because of Gotham.
Gotham's gonna be so good.
I am so absolutely excited for Gotham, and
Season 2.
I cannot wait for it. So.
Larry?
Mine would probably be actually Netflix. If you're going to look that way, but if you're looking at straight networks,
Oh, actually, no.
ABC.
That's it's at this point in our game, Netflix is a network now. If you look at especially if you look at what they got going on, I give them props. Not for nothing, but I'm sick of waiting on Daredevil. I want the next one. I want season 2.
No.
I'm
It's
sick of waiting.
It's all about Jessica Jones. We all know this. It's all about Jessica Jones.
Chris.
Oh man, CW, 100%. So many good shows. Constantine's coming to Arrow season 4. If you haven't heard, Flash is coming back. Legends
Season
of
2.
Tomorrow.
Kate.
iZombie is also coming back.
Yeah,
And that was
I
if
am.
they're going where I think they're going with it, the season opener to iZombie is going to be pretty hellacious on your heartstrings.
Well, what about season 200 of the Supernatural?
I love Sam and Dean, and those guys are fantastic, and they can do no wrong for me.
Actually, I think it's funny. As bad as the last couple of seasons have been, regardless of whether I'm done with the show or not, the storyline arc that they're getting ready to start, something they should have done a long time ago. And I just because they're really going out there. They're chasing the darkness. Now, I'm sorry, that just sounds cool to me.
You mean they're gonna? Okay.
Well, besides the ones that we've already named off, well, I'm actually.
There's still a lot of networks out there.
I'm really excited about some of the things NBC has coming up because Heroes Reborn. I am super excited about that. I'm excited about Blind Spot because Jamie Alexander, come on.
She's hot.
Yeah. Yes, she is.
Badass.
It looks so. I mean, anytime someone's in a body bag.
Yeah, despite the fact that I am so far
That's
behind
how
on Black
you can introduce us from a body bag.